What's up, industry? We say which legs media. How's the intro? Is the intro good? But thank you for joining us again today. Episode 3. We're going to talk about the dark horses. They may be dark horses, but somewhat not dark horses. But I think they might do a thing or two, and I think they're going to have a good Tour de France. So anyway, this is industry. Like I said, say it with your legs media. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get on with it. I got the yellow mic thing for the tour, and I just realized I didn't do when I was talking about the Sprinters jersey. I should have had a green one, but hey, it is what it is. Hindsight is always 2020. But let's get into it. Who are my picks for that I think are going to do a little something? That might do a little something are going to surprise everybody. So I'm going to start off with, the one person that we all love, everybody loves. We're going to get to him. Alaphilippe. He's had a sort of, he's built up. He started off, it's almost like he wasn't training last year or something. I think he was a bit disgruntled with sort of quick step, and he wasn't riding as much and bringing in the performance. But I think this year he's really gotten back on it. He's really excited to be with the team that he's with. And you can see that, like, the results have been getting better and better. He just missed out on the podium, and this is the Tour de Suisse, I believe it was, and he was right up in there until the last day because it's a mountain time trial, and unfortunately he got bumped off the podium for the mountain time trial. So if he would have got on the podium, that would have been a big look. But I personally think that Julian is going to, he's coming to form. He's going to ignite this Tour de France. He's going to be super exciting, and I really just can't wait to see him do his thing. And the other person that's going to be there with him, michealstorer. This is the other rider who he won the Tour de Alps. He came close, like a fifth. I can't remember which tour that he came fifth in. Like one of the stage races, he came fifth in. But he's been just getting really good results. He got a stage where Alaphilippe really worked hard for him on the stage. He was in the breakaway with Alaphilippe, and Alaphilippe just drove the pace up until like the last part of the climb and left it to Storer to just win the stage. I can't remember which race that was. I think that might have been, it was Paris-Nice, and he won a stage in Paris-Nice with the help of Alaphilippe. So it was like these two work together. But the other person who I don't have is Mark Hirschi. I don't see I think Mark Hirschi will be in and around the action, but for some reason, I just not feeling him really doing much in this tour. And then let's start with like some of the other outside riders. We got Matias Scalamosa from Track Little. They're saying that he can possibly do well in GC, and also possibly like a good outside chance to get a stage win. Because of his amazing ride at Amstel Gold. So he did get injured after Amstel Gold, but it was just a short injury, but he was able to come back. So it's he's definitely an outside bet to possibly get a stage, or maybe even finish in the top 10, maybe top 20 of the general classification. The other person, I should probably talk about him last, but Matteojorgenson, like, this is a tough one because he is definitely strong enough to be there with Primoz, with I meant to say with Pogacar and Jonas, but we can't discount Primoz as well. But funny thing is, I don't have Primoz in this lineup. It is what it is. Primoz just might surprise us all. But Matteojorgenson, I wouldn't say he's just as strong as Jonas, but he's been showing signs that he can be right there. So if Jonas was actually to falter and have, something go down, I think Matteo is probably the next best person to probably finish on the heels of Tadej Pogacar. And I think Matteojorgenson is just getting better. He will improve over the next few years and probably be a proper contender. I don't know what's going on with Jumbo-Visma. They said that Wout van Aert's been doing tons of training and not really focusing on getting stages, so he can work hard in the climbs and support Jonas, and maybe get in a breakaway and do a similar thing that he did for Adam Yates at the Giro d'Italia. But now Tadej Pogacar is not Isaac Del Toro, so it's not likely you're gonna be able to get a situation similar to that. But you never know. But I doubt it. But Matteojorgenson, he is definitely somebody to keep an eye on. he can possibly get a mountain stage if Tadej Pogacar just doesn't come at the last minute and take it from him like he did last year. So yeah, he's a talented rider. He won Paris Nice. So I think it's two years he's won Paris Nice. Is it 2 years he's won Paris Nice? He's won Paris Nice back to back. So like he's talented. He can do the thing, and we're gonna look forward to see what Matteo Jorgenson can do because it's a toss up. He's got to support Jonas Vingegaard, and I would not even put Matteo in the picture if Jonas Vingegaard was firing all cylinders like he was like I think 2 or 3 years ago when he obviously beat Tadej Pogacar, but he was a bit more competition for Tadej Pogacar. I don't think he's the competition for Tadej that he used to be. So, and that's the only reason why I'm considering Matteo because, yeah, Jonas has just not got the firepower that he had when he had it. So yeah, that's Matteos Jorgensson, and obviously that's Jonas Vingegaard in the background. My other rider, who is my other rider? Let's gonna talk. I'm gonna save that person for last, but we have Felix Saiz. He's young, he's French, so a lot of pressure is gonna be on this young man because he's a French rider. I just want to see him do well and get in the top 10. He has a really a strong chance. So I think between him and michealstorer battling out for a breakaway to get a stage victory. So I think at some point they probably will concede some time so that they can go for a stage victory. And I think between michealstorer and Felix Saiz, this young man here, I think you could put the same amount of you could bet the same on them to possibly. I think that the odds will probably be the same on those two getting a stage win. So that's Felix Saiz right for the Decathlon, AGR2L La Mondiale. And yeah, I think he's going to be exciting. He's going to light up the race, and he's French, so he's going to obviously be looking to try and uh, you know, just do something special because he's basically at home. And then my last guy is Florian Lipoitz. I really like Florian, but the other thing, Florian is in a similar situation as Matteos Jorgensson, where he has a team leader who is Primoz Roglic. But Primoz Roglic is just, I don't know what's going on with Primoz, but it just isn't, it doesn't give me the faith to say, yeah, Primoz can definitely get on the podium. And like, so you got Jonas, you got Pogacar, then you got Remco, and Remco is, let's talk about Remco, he's going to be in some type of form. But like Remco is just getting into the long stage races and learning the long stage races. So I think Remco is going to come good. Not right now, but I think at some point he's going to come good. But yeah, so you got Jonas, you got Tadej, and then you got Remco. But I think between Remco and who is it? Who's my other rider? Is it no? So we have Remco and Roglic. Sorry, Remco and Roglic. Between those two, and I think I hope they don't make if like Roglic is just not climbing on form. I hope they don't make this young man Florian wait for him and nurse him up to climb because he can easily have a real shot of being inside, at the end of the back of the tour to being on the podium. But the only thing is, it depends on how much time he can get in the mountains and on Remco because if he doesn't have a lot of time in those time trials, Remco could do some real damage in those time trials. And one's an uphill time trial, so it might be a chance for him to even get some back on the last. It's like a 10-kilometer time trial, uphill time trial. So it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really interesting to watch. I'm really looking forward. These are my guys that I picked to do something like just to surprises and do something special. And in all actual fact, I think that they will, and I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, this is Ines Lubise, Richard Lakes Media. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you tuning in. Remember, don't just like and subscribe, but tell a friend and give us a share. All right, I'm out, and I will see you probably tomorrow for episode 5. See what we can bring you for episode 5. But this is episode 3, the dark horses, the not so dark horses, and the dark horses.